5-kilometer is going from Lekki Deep Sea Port and stopping at the border between Lagos and Ogun, 55 kilometers. We promise that 50% of that project will be completed by May 29th, and that the entire project will be completed by the end of this year. Meaning that by the end of this year, if we engage at Victoria Island, you'll be able to do 105 kilometers non-stop, by passing the Lekki Deep Sea Port and in parallel to Dangote Tax Credit project of the Lekki Deep Sea Port, routes, sections 1 and 3. And we also have section 3 and 3B, 65 kilometers, going on in Cross River State and going on in Akwa Ibom State. And so those projects, are ongoing uninterrupted, and the concrete pavement is also ongoing. And we are procuring the remaining section of 80 kilometers in Akwa Ibom. And so the remaining sections of the coastal highway will be, River State, which we have designed, passing through Ogoniland. And then we also have the Bayelsa section. River section is about 50 kilometers. Bayelsa section is about 30 kilometers. And Delta section is about 80 kilometers. Edo section is about 100 kilometers. And that is joining the Ogun-Ondo section. And so that design of the entire section is ongoing. We have the second legacy project of Mr. President, the Sokoto Badagry, 1,068 kilometers. We've already procured the 120 kilometer at the Sokoto axis from Ilela. Ilela? Yes, sir. Yes. And the president is very particular about Ilela. Say they gave him the highest votes. And I said there was insecurity. They said, Dave, go there and, flag off this project. And we had to obey the president. Of course, he provided all the security, and he has been providing security through the NASA and service chiefs. And so that project is ongoing, and over 50% of that project will be ready within the next 6 months. And we are hoping to complete that project by the end of the year. And we have the KB section, which is 258 kilometers, and of course by 6 lanes. And that project is ongoing, and we hope by the end of the year to have 50% of that project, completed. And these projects are with solar light, and they will put in also CCTV cameras. And then you have the third legacy project, which is starting from Cross River, going to Ebonyi, and from Ebonyi it's going to Benue, from Benue to Kogi, Kogi to Nasarawa, and it's a total of 465 kilometers. The first 123 kilometers starting from Ebonyi is ongoing, and that's 456 billion. And that project is 3 lanes, unlike the other 2 legacy projects, but it is important that we start with that. And of course, the fourth legacy project, and I thank Senator Ningi and Senator Goje for mentioning it in the Senate, which is the fourth legacy project of Mr. President, which is starting from Akwanga to Jos to Bauchi and to Gombe. Good to announce, as you rightly reported, that this project has been procured and awarded. And instead of doing it with what it was initially designed for, flexible pavement, the president says it should reflect other legacy projects of his administration, and that is on concrete. And so when I leave here, I'm going to meet with Mr. President, who had sent for me, and I'm looking for the mobilization of 30% so that the contractors can increase the pace of work. And so let me, report that these legacy projects are not mere road projects and bridges. They are investment projects. For example, this section 1, we have about 4 South African companies that have been bidding for us to give them the road, and then they will give federal government the entire project cost. And let me also report that federal government is paying only 30% counterpart funding in Naira. The other 70% is a loan syndicate that is funded from outside and has very low, interest rate. There is none of the loan that is more than 6% interest, And so that has helped to stabilize our Naira. This legacy project is being done on reinforced concrete, has also enhanced a lot of job creation. It has also increased local content and has reduced importation of bitumen. And that's why these are all our contribution, Federal Ministry of Works, assisting Mr. President to stabilize the Naira. And we are very happy with that. Not only that, these projects, we are linking all the existing projects to these legacy projects, and this is very important. Let me also report that I saw in social media, when you say that, dog bite man, nobody cares, but when you say man bite dog, people care so much. And so we have a downpour in Lagos, climate change, and there was flooding. And let me explain that the result is because of the blockage of the channel. We have underground drainage channel, and people went to now dump refuse over there. We have discovered that, and we have removed those. But what I'm going to do when I inspect it on Saturday is to provide also drainage, surface drainage channels. But that will not solve the problem until we give out that project, on operate and maintain, so that the person will own it and then be able to put, security on the road to monitor and to watch. And so when people criticize the legacy project of Mr. President, I'm here to let them know that these are investment projects and it's paying off. Everyone in Lagos within VI and Ikoyi are enjoying the coastal road because we have temporarily opened it. And you can see that it's a microcosm of the macrocosm in terms of the catalyst, it will give to our economy. So let's have faith in what these legacy projects will bring to us. And if a man like Ningi is so excited, a man like His Excellency, Governor Koje, we're very excited, it means there is something in it. And transmission is also very excited about it. My good friend.
Mr. Chairman, point of order, please.
So thank you very much. An MPC funded tax.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Okay. What order, please? Can you?
Order 15.
Order 15. Okay. Go ahead.
It's getting to Medugri. Yes. It's getting to Medugri. We are talking to high tech.
We have a document circulated and it did not go around. We need to get this document so that we can be able to follow you.
Now, this document?
Yes. Go and produce.
Okay. No, we are not going to produce. We have it.
You can't tell us what to do.
We have it already. I'm also a senator.
No, before.
You were.
I told you to stay. I told you to stay so that I will not come and question you.
As Senator Professor.
Can we have more copies to go around, please?
Yes, please take them all.
This was what I requested from the IG last year. We have the same thing he requested now. I requested from IG, he didn't give me. Something like this. And our members were supporting him. Just give them. Give them back.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, can I conclude? Can I conclude? I just have 2 pages to conclude. Okay. Yes. My people say now somebody will know somebody they kill him. It's Ndume, my good friend, that we raise point of order. Yes. Now we are on page 8. Yes.
You have the floor, Honorable Minister.
NMPC funded tax credits. Page 8. Clause 4B. NMPC, on the approval of Mr. President, has pulled out of the funding of this project. A total of 7 trillion naira will be needed to complete this project. Mr. President approved that Federal Ministry of Works do take over the execution of the project. It is important to note that continuation of this project is critical as they are essentially within the economic corridor of the nation. Example, all the projects on East-West roads, the project of Suleja Mina, and most projects in Taraba, Adamawa, and Niger State, they are all part of NMPC projects. Just to mention a few, they are all in an NMPC funded project. In page 9, I say it would be good for our lawmakers to encourage Mr. President to raise bonds and complete this project, which by the previous administration, Executive Order 7, which is still subsisting, is funded from Federation account. Whether it was right or wrong, our people need these roads. This is very important. Private sector tax credit. A number of companies are involved in this program from the previous administration. Companies like Dangote PLC, Bua PLC, MTN are all involved. By Mr. President directed, this program has stopped, but ongoing projects under this program shall be completed, but no new ones shall be initiated. Challenges. That's page 9, clause 12. The cash plan for capital projects. The method adopted by Federal Minister of Finance in funding capital projects of Federal Minister of Works is anti-progressive for the success of the ministry. In Federal Minister of Works, projects of over 95% are all ongoing projects. You can't ask a contractor who previously was paid advance payment and he has funds with him, and the general conditions of contract, which is part of the agreement signed, has specified how this fund will be deducted from the contractor. You start deducting this fund when the contractor, has achieved, is it 30%? 30% on the progress. And you complete the deduction when he has achieved 80%. Now, if the contractor has the advance payment in his hand, and you ask him to stop working because of funding, the tendency is that he will have our money, and the agreement signed, which is in line with the general condition of contract that regulates engineering, practice in Nigeria. It means that he will be holding our money and work will not be going. So that is not very good for the ministry. So you can't ask contractors that have APG fund of the ministry not to work. As they work, they generate certificates for work done, and you have to pay them. But Federal Minister of Finance can direct Federal Minister of Works on the expected expenditure upon which each contractor shall not exceed. Mr. President was not aware that Federal Minister of Works capital expenditure performance for 2015 as at today is 9.7%. No nation can grow without addressing our critical infrastructure, especially roads and bridges. Let me emphasize that it is the GDP of this sector, roads and bridges, that grows the GDP of other sectors. There is no, argument about that. If you can't travel from Abuja to Lokoja, you can't do business. You cannot do education. You can't do medical. When a road is spoiled or bridges are broken, it tantamount to imprisonment, because when you can't move, you are in prison, and it means that your freedom is being tampered with, and this is very important. Mr. President has shown so much commitment and support in addressing the nation's critical infrastructure, and I thank the National Assembly for their support to Mr. President. We have challenges, and the challenges we have is it will be good for the National Assembly to address, the loan procurement process for Ministry of Works. There is a need to address long process of infrastructure procurement to shorten time while addressing value for money. Roads and bridges need dry season for effective activities. You know, I have argued that the activities in Ministry of Works is like, activities, in any medical institution, hospital. When a road is broken or a bridge is broken, it's like somebody has, had an accident, God forbid, and is brought to, to a theater. It's an emergency. And so the process, cannot be the same. If you do not act quickly, then it is difficult for people to move. And when people will not move, then life may be lost. Then protection of nation infrastructure. Our concrete works are destroyed by those who are harvesting roads. Refuse are dumped in our drainage channel like what happened on our coastal route 2 days ago because of blockage of drainage channels, removal of electrical facilities on our road, harvesting of expansion joints on our bridges, and parking on our roads and bridges. The roads and bridges are not designed for static, loads. They are designed for dynamic, loads. And it's so sad to see, where big trucks, trailers are, parking on our bridges and our roads. Any legislation on these issues will be desirable. Appreciation. Let me thank God Almighty for His mercy. I thank my boss, Mr. President, for his support and trust, which has helped our ministry in moving our roads and bridges infrastructure forward. Let me, vow and say that, I can put of my time and efforts because of who Mr. President is, because the kind of support, because of the kind of commitment in the roads and the bridges infrastructure. I appreciate so deeply working with him, and it makes life very easy. He has never sent a contractor to us. He has never asked us to give this contract at this price. Every pricing is a product of Ministry of Works and the BPP. And so I commend him very highly and I appreciate him, and I want to say that we work with courage. We don't work with fear. And we report to God Almighty, to the people, and to Mr. President, and of course to you, our headmasters. I remain grateful to the Senate President, the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, my two works chairmen of National Assembly, and these distinguished members of National Assembly Committees on Works. The entire Federal Ministry of Work team is grateful to you. Together we can. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for that comprehensive all the mics are off. Is there any microphone that is on? So I guess we have to resort to our campaign voice. I hope it's going to be captured. Is there a central switch where it's been tampered with or something? Well, Black, everyone, can you try your microphone, please? None. So that must be, okay. One is on, just one. Black has gone to. Black has gone to check. All right. All right. Use your campaign voice, Mr. Chairman. So you need the election. Yes, do. All right. Real time. Thank you very much. No proviso. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, for that very, very, very detailed presentation. I particularly noted the issue of challenges that the ministry and the staff will have to oversee and will have to be checking all the time. Because of what happened at the coastal road, you talked about it. I'm sure it's one of the questions my members will have loved to ask. So blocking the drainage caused that. And like you rightly said, we must find a way for long-lasting maintenance. With the private sector, tolling, whatever, that will still won't put too much toll on Nigerians. But I think it's something that's it's not enough to build these roads. The most important thing is for us to be able to enjoy it for decades to come. So what we're going to do right now, honorable members and distinguished senators are going to ask you questions. I'm sure they've been itchy to ask questions. So we're going to take about 3 from the House, about 3 from the Senate. If we have more time after that, we'll take more. So from the House, Honorable Stanley Olajide will take, Honorable Dati will take, and Honorable Inua will take. So
And from the Senate, Senator Oshumole, Comrade Oshumole, Jaribe, and Senator Goje.
So, Honorable Stanley.
I think I've got them back.
Thank you, Co-Chairman.
When there's time.
Thank you, Co-Chairman, for yielding the floor to me. I remain honorable. I am from Oyo State. Honorable
Oshumole,
Minister,
Goje, and Jaribe.
history will remind you. But let me first of all draw your attention to the fact that we have a population of 242 million approximately in Nigeria. And if you compare that to South Africa, where we have only 65 million people, South Africa has 750,000 kilometers of roads. Nigeria today, we have 195,000 kilometers, which means we are way behind on where we are. When people hear 3-point-something trillion, it sounds like a lot of money. We're only talking about $2.3 trillion approximately, which for me, it is peanuts when you're talking about expanding our economy. I want to say to the co-chairman, we need to try to do everything humanly possible. This kind of budget is not going to move us to prosperity. We need to grow our budget beyond this peanuts. I'm sorry if I'm calling it peanuts, but that's just my view on it. Secondly, please be very careful. And I feel for you, but it's also very important. And lastly, in the late 70s, when the Lagos-Ibadan Express Road was commissioned, our founding fathers, they created, they had a weight bridge at the midpoint at the beginning of the express road. And one of the reasons for those weight bridges is to control heavy traffic, heavy loads going on our highway. We're doing a good job on Lagos-Ibadan Express Road. If we continue the way we are without this weight bridge, that road will not last 5 years. I want you to please look at how we are going to resuscitate these weight bridges so that way we can control heavy traffic on our roads.
Thank you, Honorable Stanley, for that contribution. Very, very eloquent. That's how we are in Oyo State. We are very, very eloquent. Honorable Dati.
Thank you, Chair. Is it by the populations of the region, or by the population of the people that use the particular project, or by the number of accidents that happen on that project? Why I'm asking that, you know, or you are aware that North Wales was populous region out of the system.
All right.
Oh, Lagos.
All right.
Mention it, yes. Sorry.
Okay. Kano.
Let him. But he said it. Lagos, Mengan Bridge, and so on.
And the number of accidents that happen, the number of days that propose on that project just happen.
Thank you, Honorable Dati. We move to the former Speaker of the Gombe State House of Assembly, Honorable Noah.
Thank you very much. The co-chairman, and honorable colleagues,
Why is he not supposed to?
I am right honorable member representing the federal constituency of Kosa. Distinguished honorable chairman, let me start by appreciating the effort of this government. Like some of our leaders think, the appreciation of the government through Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the president and commander-in-chief of this country. This is not easy. Before we were frowning, because we had been seriously neglected. On behalf of this project that will start will be extended to Plateau, Bauchi, up to Gombe. And by progress, I saw my senior brother, the Senator, speaking because it's my neighbor, where I think the road will be seriously important is to quickly extend this road to the neighboring border states. Very unfortunate, even the government don't understand the socio-economic development dynamism of this country. Not the geopolitical road. It's supposed to be the second most advantage geopolitical road in terms of economic development. Because we are working with 3 consumer countries. Cameroon, Niger, Chad, their domestic consumption. 63% is through Nigeria. So we need infrastructure to enjoy that advantage. So, Honorable Minister, distinguished colleagues, I want to make a plea on behalf of that legacy project. Instead of continuously going from Makodi going down, I want to appreciate that issue. Some of the contractors, because we say we don't want to compete, to start from the other end, so that it will save congestion and traffic, and it will serve as a competition to the contractor. And seeing what this one is doing, what the other one is doing.
Honorable Noah. Honorable Noah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Noah. We've taken the 3 questions from the House. If we still have time, we'll come back to the House. So I'm going to hand over to my right hand side, my leaders in the Senate. Okay, you want to answer these ones first, then we'll move to the Senate from there.
Go ahead.
Well, thank you very, very much. I want to assure you that
What happened now? I want to talk for compliment. Where are they?
Akwanga, when overloaded, a truck, brought the bridge down. So we are doing, all that. So totally we address all these issues, How do we determine, I don't know, Honorable, you see, whether you are querying us, if we say, okay, say we give Southwest 160 billion, and then we gave you 120 billion. Why should we give Northwest 120 billion and we give Northeast 105 billion? You should also add that. And so we go back to drawing board to understand what happened. But we also join the fact that the Abuja, Kaduna, Zaria, Kano, has 2 projects awarded by Mr. President. And that project is the most important project for Mr. President. He's not asking me on Coastal Route or Sokoto Badagry, but he keeps sending people to me to find out about the progress of that project. Honorable Yusuf, the first project is 118 kilometers. It is 252 billion. President has paid 50% of that project. The second project is 502 billion. It is 164 kilometers, all on concrete. President changed the narrative from asphalt. And when you go there, you find out what the previous administration did on asphalt. They are failing. I'm the one maintaining them. They are not up to 8 years. And so the choice of using concrete as directed by the president is paying off. So you need to commend us, not to tell us that the accident, those who have passed that road of late, are commending us. 502 billion, president has paid 50% of that project. Now I'm taking a certificate of section 174 billion to Mr. President this afternoon, and I'm taking 48 billion for section 2 to Mr. President. No any other project in this country is funded like that project. So don't query me on why I should give. We have a Tom Mainland Bridge, and the moment in this country we stop being journalistic, what is 30 billion compared to what is given to Northwest. So we shouldn't be talking like that, because the man that is heading the government, Mr. President, is not thinking like that. He's thinking about the nation. And as lawmakers and as ministers, we should think about our nation. Because if we want to analyze the project, you find out that Northwest has the largest share of the project. So please, yes, we should receive commendation, not, because if we speak more, then the house will be divided. The next question, to extend the project, yes, this Akwanga just, down to Gombe. And of course, my good brother, Biu in Medugri, for Ndume alone, and Honorable Inua. I intend to discuss with Mr. President, today, because the people that have the first section of the route, the 123 kilometer, is the Chinese people. The Chinese people, they won this project before on flexible pavement. And the president said, no, I want concrete pavement. But, graciously, that was one of the 2 projects that Mr. President submitted to the Chinese companies, the Chinese government to fund in our 2024, road and belt initiatives in China. So this project is of very high priority for Mr. President. And so the Chinese people are doing it. So we don't know when that fund is going to come, but that project must take off. So the high-tech has very limitless, sources of, external funding. So we want to appeal to the president, if I can bring high-tech to, start from, Jos, and then get to Bauchi, and get to Gombe, and get to Medugri. That is what I want to present to Mr. President. Medugri was not left out. The Ford Legacy project is to end in Medugri. The Tom Legacy project is not done by High-Tech, it's done by InfoQuest. So that is what that stands for. So be assured it will be done.
Okay, thank you, sir. Before I go to my colleagues, I would like to make a little comment on what you Honorable used to ask. Sir, Honorable Minister, last year, you promised to finish Abuja, Kaduna, Kano,
Sorry, Chairman, by April, first section of that route, 118 kilometer, 252 billion, will be totally completed for commissioning.
Allow me to learn, please.
By November, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
By November, the second contract will be fully and totally completed, all in concrete.
That is what you promised last year. That's why December will finish. I follow the road, and the road is still terrible. Because, like you said, in your answer to him, you said whether he has followed the road. I followed the road, even last year. I always drive. I go through the road. It's a terrible. I doubt if you can finish this road. It will not end this year. The way they are working 6 sections now. The project is going. That's what you.
Okay, let me respond to you, sir. Sir, we have not been 14 months on the projects. First project, 118 kilometers. Tell me in the history of this country, apart from high-tech, any contractor that completed 118 kilometers in 12 months. But we are going to do it. I'm coming, sir.
Contract from, I think, and gave it to the people, and they're still on the road.
Hold on, sir. I have no regrets for terminating that job. I'm telling you, sir, that that road that was done by the previous contractor is failing, and that we are maintaining it. And we should be happy and grateful to Mr. President for using concrete, which will last for, 50 to 100 years. That's number one. Number two, 168 kilometers. If you add 118 plus 100, is getting to 280 kilometers of road doing on concrete. And so you want us to finish it in 6 months, sir? Let us check history and find out whether any road project has been this fast in the history of Nigeria. We should be appreciative of Mr. President and Minister of Works. We go there all the time. No any other project in Nigeria, including the legacy project, that is this fast. Yes. Wakwansia, maybe when you cross over, sir, you will see very, very well, sir.
You cannot see very clearly now. You cannot see clearly now. And sir, this is your Qatar and
We helped Mr. President, and we will likely help him this time around too. So, if we should be grateful to Mr. President, he should also be grateful to us.
No, he is.
Thank you. Okay.
He is, very, very.
Okay, we have my colleagues. Do I go this way?
come on.
No, I have already mentioned 3. When we have time, I'll come back to
My
you.
own is just a comment. Sir.
You are a successor, and you say you may be succeeding as a...
My own is
Honorable Minister, like I said yesterday,
Yes, sir.
the President for awarding the road from Akonga to Gombe. But in my speech, I also pleaded with the President, which we have now almost agreed, that the road should be extended from Gombe to Biu to Maiduguri, and also from Gombe to Yola. Even if you add all those roads, they are no more than 800 kilometers. The Badagry Sokoto road is over 100 kilometers. And the terrain in this part of the country is not as expensive as the terrain in the south, where you are constructing 720 kilometer coastal road. So there's nothing wrong if this road can be extended. We are grateful. We're not ungrateful. We are grateful to him, but we want it to be complete. If you reach Maiduguri through Biu and you reach Yola, we have almost finished with the northeast. And so I'm pleading on behalf of the people of that zone. When I see Mr. President, please let him consider these 2 additional wings on the road.
Notice, sir.
Secondly, since the 8th Senate, when I was chairman of operation, we used to tell Ministry of Works, there's no need to embark on hundreds of roads, and then you allocate 50 million, 70 million, knowing full well that this is just a waste of money. It's not going anywhere. I have observed in your submission from 2017 up to 23, you virtually allocated 70 million, 70 million, 70 million, 70 million. 70 million will not go anywhere. And therefore, I think I still want to give my advice. It's better to pick some roads in each of the zones or in each of the states and complete them. Rather than giving 200 million or 50 million, knowing that it is not going to serve any purpose. That's my advice again. I want you to consider this issue. I know there's a pressure from every politician, every member, every senator wants to see his road in the budget. But it doesn't make any sense that the road appears in the budget, but there is no up there. It doesn't make sense at all. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Chairman, Comrade Co-Chair. Thank you, Comrade Ministers and your team. My name is Adam Sushimu. First, I want to advise Honorable Minister, all of us here, particularly in the National Assembly, there is no better representation of the vision of Mr. President than the National Assembly. That explains why we never decline any appropriation from the executive that has to do with reasonable capital project. That's a matter of fact that no minister can disagree. But whether you use the money or not is why we have to have the oversight function. Now, because we are, as you said, we shouldn't look at our areas alone, we should look at the country. I share the concern of the chairman about Abuja Kaduna Road. You have no regret in revoking it from Julius Berger. Fine. I am not the director of Julius Berger. I probably will also do the same file while in your tools. But what I fail to understand is why you award the contract to a new company that is formed by Mecano. Mecano has been known for generator distribution.
Mecano,
yes. They own the company. It's Mecano. Yeah, whatever you call it, you have to do accent. They have no history of road construction. No. So why would you take a job from a reputable company and give it to an unknown company that has no record of having worked anyway? If it did, those working on the road now, we would like to know the name and then the project they have done before over the past 10 years or 20 years in Nigeria. Because it's all about reputation. When I travel through that road, because I'm also a Kandraman, I could see, you see the tractors. Whether they are working or not is arguable. It's like when I go there, I see a tractor that is not moving. And you see it all over the place. This Kaduna road is not a miracle, it's not rocket science. Whether it's by concrete or it's by and I think the concrete is also poorly done. Specification, poorly with supervision. Incompetent. The part of the roof, concrete. I think we should asphalt. It is poor specification, sometimes compounded by poor supervision. Because I mean, we travel around Sinimo with straight roads. No, there are issues that are more complex than that. Now let me come to. I have spoken as a Nigerian, but let me speak of Edo State, Edo North in particular. Of this document that has what I saw here, and I need to be educated. An junction.
Which one? Which document?
Section.
Hold on, sir.
The budget.
Is it this one you're reading from?
No, the budget.
No, the budget.
Oh,
this one is your statement. I've looked at the budget.
Budget.
Page 4.
This one, sir.
Oh, no. I read the one that I have.
You don't have this?
Allow me to read. You make your notes, sir. But I didn't bring this here.
What?
Distributed, and I bought it, and I'm working on it. So, yeah. I saw here, this section is
Which one?
14 million naira.
Dualization of local government.
14.
This one.
I'm like, is it a full patch?
14.
Now, I go on. This is EROS GP 1215400.
I'm not as sure
Then
as...
I go to Honorable Minister, you guys are wrong.
If you want me to answer the question, you have to take it easy. Okay? So if I don't follow you, I will not answer. You have to take it easy. I take it one by one. I didn't have this. I'm just getting it. So we finish this. We go. Look, we are not in classrooms. We are not in classrooms, sir.
That's the budget.
You know.
That's your budget. I'm not going to deal with your story. I'm dealing with the budget. Allow me to finish.
No, listen, sir. If you want me to answer you, you have to carry me along. Because if you finish and I say I didn't understand, you will not arrest me.
Mr. Chairman, can I be protected as a senator?
You are protected.
Sir, make your note. Even when you were speaking, we document with
I make notes. I make notes if I understand you. Take it easy.
Okay, let me take this one.
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay. Sir, on page 4.
Okay, with the Senate.
The senator like that, yes.
It's okay. I am capable of defending myself if I come with that.
I'm handling the rep. He's handling the rep.
Mr. Chairman, sir. Mr. Chairman, do I have it?
It's a point of order.
No, it's okay.
Point of order.
Point of order.
No, excuse me.
I'm not
Protecting you.
It's not okay.
You can't be talking to him like that.
That is point of order.
I need to talk. Yes. I need to talk.
Allow him to talk.
In this country.
That is point of order. Allow him to say.
Mr. Minister, sir, you cannot address the parliament like this.
If I don't understand, listen to me.
You are being a part of the institution.
To let you know that I didn't understand it.
No, sir. Mr. Chairman, co-chairman, this is unacceptable. The honorable senator cannot be talking, and the minister is telling us, if I like, I answer. If I don't like, I don't answer. Would you like us to address you like that? Do we deserve this?
Nobody said
It's
that.
unacceptable, sir. It's very, very unacceptable. What's the meaning of this?
Chairman, I never said if I like, I answer. I said if I don't understand it, I will not be able to answer. That's I said, and I'm still repeating it.
Excuse me, Mr.
But I should take it easy
Honorable
for me to
Minister.
follow him.
Honorable Minister, please take it easy.
As far as I know, you are my friend, and we remain friends. Because we are friends, we understand each other. I'm not going to follow minister's strategy, nor can I lend you my strategy. We have to try and listen to each other.
Right,
so I will talk very slowly,
Yes.
in line with the slow pace of the work that I'm referring to. On page 4, sir, of this document, which is the budget, I have made reference to the whether it's serial number, whatever you call it, EROCGP 1215400.
084.
You want?
Okay, 007. Okay. I see here ongoing. The amount provided 14 million. And that is on dualization of Lokoja Benin Obajana Junction. Benin section. Obajana Okene Benin State. 40 million. Then EROGP 12154063. Which page? Dualization, the same page 4. This dualization of Lokoja Benin Road again, Obajana Junction, Benin section, phase 1, Okene Auchi, Kogi, Edo State, 14 million naira. So I'm asking whether this is for road or for footpath. Third, sir, EROGP 12154-087. And I read this title, Dualization of Lokoja Benin Road, Obajana Junction, Benin section, Benin section 3, phase 1, Auchi Eho, Edo State, 14 million naira. So I ask, is it for Chiki Road? Another one, EROGP, I'm still on that page 4, 12154098. Dualization of Lokoja Benin Road, Obajana Junction, Benin section 4, phase 1, Eho, Benin City, Edo State, ongoing, amount provided 14 million naira. So why I'm making reference that this is not made by the Senate or the National Assembly. This is coming from the executive as represented by the Honorable Minister of Works. So I will need specific questions, sir, to this written presentation, sir. That said, so when the distinguished Honorable Goje was making reference to 70 million tokenism spread everywhere, it added up to a huge sum, but actually it meant that this sum will not be used. If it will be used, it will have no consequences. And we are saying this cannot be Mr. President's wish. Because you mention President every other minute. I know the President and I know this is not his wish. We, the National Assembly, carries on board in total the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President. This token is not a renewed token of Mr. President. It's a complete betrayal of Mr. President's laudable objective, which the National Assembly has completely keyed into across party lines. That's it.
So are you judging or you are asking me questions?
You are not entitled to interrupt me.
No, you can't use foul language on me. No. I'm a distinguished Nigerian. You can't use foul language on me, please.
Honorable Minister.
No,
please,
sir.
No, excuse me, mind your language, please.
No. But you can't use foul
were
language
in
on
this
me.
Senate, excuse me, sir.
For how long? 2 months.
You were in this Senate. You mind your language. You are addressing a senator.
2 months, senator.
Mind your language.
So that said,
2 months, senator.
Chairman, I just the disruption and I thank you for your patience and your leadership, please.
Go ahead.
The termination of NNPC funding and private sector funding, I salute Mr. President for this decision. Because this so-called tax credit is very difficult to maintain, to monitor the transparency. So for me, I celebrate it. You spoke to the issue of the Federal Minister of Finance, who Mr. President has also assigned as the coordinating minister of the economy. And you said he is not releasing money, and that is affecting your project. But you also assure us that Mr. President is not aware of this. This is your written address. And I'm like, since Honorable Minister is a member of the Federal Executive Council, and another minister who is also a member of the Federal Executive Council is doing things in a manner that affects your work, why are you not able to draw Mr. President's attention? Because you claim in the written statement that he is not aware. And there has to be some coherence between what one minister is doing and what the other one is doing, particularly when you are referring to a coordinating minister. I mean, I just listen to you. Yes. It will appear that there is no communication between honorable ministers who also buy into and are representing Mr. President laudable renewable agenda, of which we are all 100% in it. I'm not just a senator, I'm 100% APC.
Okay.
Lastly, sir.
Yes.
The issue of private sector intervention. So I have still found out that the money by so-called private sector, not their money, is the workers' social capital. And that's what they are channeling through various vehicles, and they pose as though they are private sector investors. They are just middlemen. But that is not at the heart of my problem. My problem is between that time we went to commission, and the last time I visited, build, operate, build and tow. I'm like, until it's built, they will not tow. So the people going from Benin to Asaba, they have huge challenges with regards to the quality of work and even the pace of work. That's why I say I have to learn to speak slowly in line with the pace of work by these contractors who are working for private sector funded scheme. I will conclude by appealing to you, sir, that flowing from what distinguished senator Ganduje said, the former government is
Ganduje,
sorry.
Ganduje, you are successful in your friend.
Pardon me. Sorry. Forgive me. You know, we're former much.
You mocking me.
I think that rather than have another allocation of is it 700 billion for zonal whatever, I'm like, in line with what you said, sir, is it really helpful to appropriate another 700 billion for new zonal project? People have not yet, I'm yet to see the details as to which road is attracting what in this zonal project. If we don't see the south-south, where in the south-south, which of these is agreed to Edo State? I'm like, if we concentrate on the existing Benin, Auchi, Lokoja, Okene Road, and is completed, it will have profound economic benefit to the people that any new Toki job in Edo, say with Edo to Asaba, or Edo Benin to Warri. So these are roads that have become completely impassable. I think it makes sense to patch, now I want to talk like a dealer, to patch an old fabric so that you can wear it than appropriating to 1 meter, half a meter to buy the Babadiga, which we will not be able to wear. I want to thank you, sir, for your patience, and I'm very grateful. Comrade, co-chair, God bless you. And sir, I hope you don't pick offense with my
if I'm not able to answer your questions.
Sir, the last person, sir.
Excuse sir, Mr. Chairman, sir, please, my brain is not as sharp as your own. Allow me only 2 minutes to answer these questions before you. You didn't mention Nepoma, the beautiful work that is going on there. But that is for another day. Governor Goje, you talked about allocating small money, in our projects. This small money you see, most of them are retention funds. Even if you have finished your project in 2023, and because 5% is retained of the total work done, it has to be in the budget for you to get your money. It's contractual, and that's what you see. You also see your constituency projects. Most of the small allocation you see are also constituency projects. And it will be important that constituency projects should continue. That if you give us constituency projects and we appropriate it, for example, if we put 100 million, and it's impossible to do a project of 100 million, and for the sake of your constituents, we procure, say, 1 kilometer. It will be good to continue the funding in the next year appropriation. But appropriation is not supposed to run just for 1 year, in most cases. This is very important to know. And let me also say that all the NMPC projects have notional appropriation. They have notional appropriation. I understand the law. If you don't put the legacy project in the budget, you cannot do the project. And also, the tax credit of the private sector, they also have notional appropriation. And this is in agreement with the budget office. Then let me come to the issue of Mikado. I'm just hearing Mikado for the first time. But honestly, whether they are selling goods or vehicles or generators, it's not my business. My business is to look at the soup and make sure that the meat in the soup is looked after. So the job that the InfoQuest and not Mikado that is doing, they are doing so in my own states, in constituency of so if it is not a good thing, I don't think as Minister of Works I should have allowed them to work in my own state. I'm very 100% satisfied with the quality and the speed of work
of Abuja, Kaduna, Zaria, Kano project. And my answer to the single senator is, I challenge you for project inspection and bring the best of your consultants. Bring, a static concrete tester, and then let us go and see, there are requirements in engineering. What is the strength of concrete in 7 days? What is the strength of concrete in 28 days? If you do it and it fails, I will throw in the towel. So I ask you for a joint inspection in terms of the speed, in terms of the quality, and in terms of, let me tell you, sir, that the former contractors were getting the equipment of this contractor. And they will be before you here, and we got all the agreements, and we showed it to this, National Assembly Works Committee. So I have no doubt about the integrity of the contractor, about the quality of the work, about the speed of the work. Now, the 1440 million, very simple. There is no fraud there, sir. There is no fraud there. The 1440 million. And that's why I wasn't too happy when you used the word fraud and betrayal.
I didn't use the word fraud.
No.
I said 14 million. Is it for a street walk or for people who work out for 14 million? I didn't use the word.
Okay. Can I answer?
Yes.
When we came on board, we inherited an NPC project running from Lokoja, Abuja to Lokoja, running from Lokoja to Benin, from Benin to Warri. We also have the one that runs from Sapele, down to, Bayelsa, Rivers. And we also have the section that is running from, One Junction, 30 kilometers, 156 billion, that was designed for flexible pavement. And let me also teach and correct. There is wide difference between asphalt work and concrete work. I am,
What about that, Mr. Chairman? No, what about that?
Can I continue, sir?
What order?
He has a point of order.
What order, please?
Can't say.
Okay, I withdraw, sir. I want to inform, sir. I want to inform that there is a wide difference between asphalt and concrete as far as our profession is concerned. And so that is the information. Then number two, when we came on board, we looked at these projects. Most of these projects of an NPC were awarded in April 2023, just a month to the end of that administration. So they were not funded. Some of them were given advance payment. So when we came on board, we looked at the cost of this project, and the Federal Executive Council directed to phase this project. And that's why you see phase 1, section 1. You see phase 2, section 1. You see phase 3, section 1. So those appropriations are the phases. Those EROGP are the phases of the project. They are notional appropriation. It is to bring the project to law. The product of phasing, the scoping, and a very ingenious way of completing this project. Thank you.
It's time for me. Thank you. Thank you, Chairman.
I've already mentioned him, so after him, please.
Please, Chairman, Honorable Minister, I just want to draw your attention to the rehabilitation of Odupani to Ikodekonya Road.
What page?
Page 5. ERGP 12154356. What we see here looks like more of a dissimulation rather than an intention to actually walk on that road.
Can you allow me to locate it, sir?
Where is the graph?
Page 5. ERGP 12154356. Rehabilitation of Dupani Kodepane.
56, yes. 14 million.
What I see here is more like a dissimulation because 14 million is
An NPC project, notional appropriation.
okay. So this is just an optical illusion.
Yes.
We'll leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you. Nobody, please. Peter. Take that one.
Okay, sorry, sir. Comrades, the time that we discovered that we're not being funded by the Ministry of Finance, we took the matter to Federal Executive Council, and my colleague is here, and the president was very displeased. And I tell you his comment. He said, how could contractors go to the bank and borrow money at 7% and they are not paid? So it was the time that we took the matter to the Federal Executive Council that Mr. President now set up a committee to address it. It is being addressed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, my distinguished colleagues, honorable members, the performing honorable minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Minister of Works, Senator David Umahi. Well, let me commend my colleague, Senator Adams Oshomole, for doing the job of a parliamentarian. I think the honorable minister don't misunderstand Oshomole, because as a man carrying the post, he's saying what we're supposed to say. And but one thing we can't take away from the present Minister of Works, which all Nigerians have seen and have agreed, is that this is the first time we are having a minister who is an expert in that field of civil engineering. It is now that we are having a minister who is innovative. We can now see a minister who insists on value for money. We can also see a minister who insists that jobs should be done according to specification. You can't take that away from the honorable minister. And your position, if you had joined us to oversight the honorable minister, probably your position would have been different. Now, the honorable minister, while we commend you for what you are doing, which I've said earlier that Nigerians are very happy with, because it's a fact that is speaking for itself. The Lagos-Calabar road, the coastal road, many Nigerians never believed that is a reality. But today, from the explanations, over 200 kilometers out of the 700 kilometers have been completed.
No, it's ongoing.
It's ongoing. The same thing is happening in Badagry, Sokoto Coastal Road. The same thing is happening from Cross River, Ebonyi, Benue to Abuja. Ma'am, the Honorable Minister.
1 minute, please.
The problem we are having here now is the funding of all these jobs. And I want you to use the good office
1 more minute, eh?
to ensure that all these jobs are properly funded. Because it will become a beautiful nonsense when budget is made and it's not funded. And in most cases, contractors will do their job, generate certificate, and they are not paid. It is even working against the government of the day and our party in particular. So I urge you, Honorable Minister, to look in that direction and make sure that contractors are paid. Thank you, and may God bless.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, already said it is
somebody spoke for 15 minutes, Mr. Chairman. I'm a pressure officer. Please, somebody spoke for 15 minutes, and I was talking for 5 minutes.
You can't shout at me.
I will shout at you. I can preside over this over you.
You can't.
I spoke for 5 minutes.
You cannot.
But somebody spoke for 15 minutes.
I'm also a prison officer.
Don't talk with that, please. I can preside over this meeting.
You can't.
That is the protocol.
You know, you can't.
Thank you.
I'm also a principal officer.
You can't say so. You honor me.
You are bootlicking your boss. You are bootlicking. You are bootlicking.
It's fine. It's fine.
Partial or what? You see, they ask questions. See, they all ask questions. You are just praising the minister. You should allow us to thank him. Excuse me. Distinguished. Excuse me. I was elected with 10 times your votes. I came through election. So what do you do as a party? The ruling party what? Elected to
Calm friends, please. Senator Wagoye, I agree with you. You have the floor and you can use your time. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Senator Wagoye. Senator Wagoye. Senator Wagoye.
you are just a hitman. No. You shouldn't respect my voice. You shouldn't respect this man.
Mr. Chairman, the co-chairs and distinguished colleagues. Yeah, Mr. Chairman, the co-chair, if you can excuse me, I want to speak while standing. So that, yes, sir, that's why I'm seeking for your permission. Can I stand up and speak? Okay, thank you very much. Distinguished colleagues, let us remember that we are not in a closed session. We are before the cameras and everybody. Please, sir, don't answer. Please, don't answer. Don't answer. Honorable colleagues, whatever we do, we should not forget that we are colleagues. Whatever we do, we should not forget that we are colleagues. And whatever you say, you must remember that you only say those things that if somebody says it to you, you will be okay. I understand your position, but equally, I must tell you here that it was wrong for you to refer to an elderly person and to a leader too that is from the minority. Yes, I must tell you the truth. I must tell you the truth. I don't think I don't think okay, calm down.
You were elected, I was elected to.
Osomolo that spoke for 15 minutes is from APC. So calm down, please. You can't tell me what to say. You cannot tell me what to say. I'm a citizen senator.
Senator Jume. Senator Jume, please sit down. Please sit down, Senator Jume. Senator Wagoye. Distinguished. You are a distinguished gentleman. And please, you don't pass judgment on him, Senator Jume. He's your colleague, like you said. Please. Honorable Senator Wagoye. Please, let's put an end to this matter. Distinguished. I thought you wanted to ask the question. That's why. Before you now dive into judging him.
Let me ask my question.
Your question now.
No question. No question.
No, I want to ask my question.
Question.
On the subject matter.
Question.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable Minister.